Hi friend, this is Celeste from Finger Play Studio. It's May 2nd and it's a beautiful, cool and wet morning here in Louisville, Colorado. First I wanted to show you, this is my studio update, and first I wanted to show you my Oban cardigan right now. So I am just on my first sleeve. I actually took a little time off, but I'm doing my sleeves on flexi flips, and if you haven't, so anyway, here it is so far. If you haven't used flexi flips ever before, these are great. I started out on a small circular, my 16-inch, when I picked up my stitches around the armhole, and that was fine until I started decreasing, and then that was just too big. So I went to DPNs and I was getting quite a bit of laddering. So now I'm using the flexi flips, and these are, so you split your stitches on two. So I have all my cabling work on one and the purling on the other. And then you rotate in, they come in these tubes. You rotate in your third needle, just like you do working with regular DPNs, but these have a flexible cable in the middle. So it helps to hold your stitches a little bit better, and it's really decreased my laddering. So that's where that is. And then the reason I took off a little time from my Oban, which I'm still hoping to finish by the end of May, is because I was working on our next knit along. And here it is. I'm going to move it a little bit closer. This is Summer Sorrel by Wool & Pine, and it's got this nice detail around the neckline. It's a top down in the round fingering weight pullover. A lot of versions of this sweater, but this one is the Summer Sorrel, which is a lighter weight, and I'm really excited about this because Wool & Pine does a really good, thorough job on their patterns, and there are videos to support it. You can do this in any fingering. I chose less traveled. I like this moody green color. Bamboo Pop would also be a good choice, as well as I think someone's doing it in the Quince Sparrow. Quince's Willet is a nice option as well. This is an organic cotton from Texas. We have some really pretty colors. Would be great if you wanted to do a more solid version. And then some people are fading as well. If you look at the Summer Sorrel pattern by Wool & Pine, you'll see examples of fades, and those are gorgeous. So we are casting on that knit along on Saturday, June 4th in the afternoon at our open studio time, which starts around 1:30 and goes to about 3:30. Sometimes we stay longer. So I hope you consider joining us on that one. So Mother's Day is coming up, and we often see your families in here trying to find you something for Mother's Day. And a lot of times we will steer them away from getting yarn unless they know exactly what you want, because picking your colors is pretty personal unless they're also picking something that they want you to make for them. So some good things that I'd like to suggest you put on your hint list. I always suggest a Swift if you don't have one. If you're looking to get a ball winder in Swift and you only want to get one at a time, go for the Swift, because it will hold your yarn and you can always hand wind a ball from that. Or if you're looking for a ball winder, we've got plenty in stock, both Swifts and ball winders. Other tools could be blocking mats, or we have some nice yarn bowls. You can never have too many of these because you have different projects going on usually. And a nice thing that you probably wouldn't buy for yourself, or you might consider buying this as a gift for someone else, are these Lantern Moon tassel stitch markers. They're so pretty. And then Lantern Moon also has these little notions pouches. So these are just beautiful and nice to treat yourself, but if you're not going to treat yourself, let somebody else do it and pick you up a Lantern Moon notions pouch. We also have their needle cases So those are great too. And another thing that I like to suggest is Making Magazine. This is such a nice treat. It's a good read, it's inspiring, and just really nice. So, and then speaking of tools and gifts, we do have the Cocoa Knit Sweater Care Kits. I think these are kind of hard to get. And these come with a pop-up dryer, and a really good absorbent towel, and blocking cloth rather than mats, and some eucalyptus, which we also have eucalyptus too, which is also another nice gift. But we did have, for local yarn store day, thank you to everyone who came out. It was really fun to see you. And we ran a little contest to win a Cocoa Knits sweater bag. And that contest was guessing how many balls of yarn are in here. I made it hard by not making them all the same size. So people who entered for that, thank you. We had 2 winners. So I am right now going to randomly pick one of them. There were 59 balls of yarn in the jar, and the closest guess was 60. So we have 2 people who guessed 60, and let's see who's gonna win. And it is Paula Rowe. So congratulations, Paula. We'll see you soon to get your sweater care kit. Super fun. Other things going on is we have a few spots left available for our Rhinebeck trip. I'm gonna ask that you don't request specific rooms right now. We're getting everyone wanting a certain room, and we're gonna have to do some sort of face-off about that. But join us for Rhinebeck. Encourage you to sign up soon and get your tickets booked, because as you probably know, airline tickets are crazy. But the trip itself is pretty affordable. I've tried to keep it pretty simple and affordable. We've got a nice house reserved. It's about 30 minutes away from the event, but I'm also going to rent a van and can pick you up from the airport, and we'll drive back and forth together to Rhinebeck Sheep and Wool Festival, New York Sheep and Wool Festival. This summer we are participating in the Knitted Wit Craft the Parks program, and what that is each month, May, June, July, and August, Knitted Wit will send us 4 colorways that they have made for some national treasures, and you get to play by purchasing the colors, and every time you purchase a color, we check it off, and then you get rewarded with pins and badges from Knitted Wit. So it's fun. There's also a bunch of patterns by Shannon from Knitted Wit, and we've included some coupon codes on your passport so that you can get discounts for those, for hats and socks. They're also doing a whole bunch of fun things on Instagram, and we encourage you to participate in that by posting your projects and giving them the hashtag hats on vacay, socks on vacay, and they do so much fun stuff with that. You should definitely check it out on Instagram. So the colors for May are Carver National Monument, pretty green, the Appalachian National Scenic Trail, Alabate's Flint Quarries National Monument, and White Sands National Monument. And then in addition to those, we got some specific Colorado colors. These are not part of the Craft the Parks program for this year. They were past years, but because they're Colorado, we brought them in anyway. This is Black Canyon of the Gunnison and Rocky Mountain National Park, which is beautiful rainbow, very Colorado. Then also to complement all of our fingering weight yarns, we brought in the Knitted Wit Tiny Minis. These are 46 yards in a bunch of solid tonal colors to dress up your fingering weights. All right, so I think that's it for this week's update. I hope those of you who are working on your Oban are having a good time. I do have a button band and buttonhole class coming up on I believe it's the 19th. It's the third Tuesday of the month, and that would be useful if you're doing the Oban or you just want to learn more about button bands and buttonholes. So yeah, we're still shooting for the end of May. I am working on a location to do a wrap-up photo shoot that I think will be fun. And it doesn't matter if you aren't finished at that time, we'll still include you. We'd love to include you. So I'll be giving you more details on that. And meanwhile, have a wonderful week. Enjoy the cool weather. And I'll see you soon. Have fun.